You see some kids run by here?
I didn't see anybody.
Hey, you're okay, man.
I mind my own business.
What's your name, fella?
Tom Casca.
You're new around here, ain't you?
Yeah.
You know who I am? Pete Gallupo. You heard of me, huh?
Yeah.
Tom.
I'll see you around.
Tom, don't get mixed up with the likes of him, you hear? Come on in and get your supper. Pa didn't have to work such crazy hours. Should have stayed in Jersey. You know, he had to try living in the big city.
Well, it ain't so bad living here, Ma.
Maybe we didn't live in no fancy neighborhood there, but at least there was trees and grass around. You didn't have to run the streets.
You talk like I was a kid.
Wish your grandma had room to keep you for the summer, like your sisters.
No. The only thing I miss is a place where a guy can play some baseball.
You and your baseball.
I'm not just blowing off about it, Ma. A guy's got to keep in practice if he intends to get in the big leagues someday.
Who was that trash you was talking to down on the steps?
There was no trash.
I've been around here long enough to know his type. I suppose you was with him half the day while I was at work.
2 minutes. That's all I was with him, 2 minutes.
All the kids in this neighborhood, seems to me, you could find some nice boy to run around with.
It ain't easy, Ma. Most of the guys hang around together.
In gangs, you mean? Why don't you just say it? They hang around in gangs, isn't that the truth? What about that boy, that Bill? What's his last name? Now, he seems like a nice boy.
Who?
You know, the boy who lives upstairs, third floor back, the one who helped us move in the day we came here.
Oh, him.
He works at the fruit store.
So what? Don't I deliver groceries 2 days a week?
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, he seems like a nice, hard-working boy, just like you.
Oh, I gotta hand it to you, Ma. You have a way of figuring things out like nobody else.
Yeah. Where are you going?
Just out. Hang around the corner for a while.
Well, look, don't stay out too late, huh?
Okay. Hi. Haven't seen you much since you moved in. Where you been keeping yourself? Oh, around. It's kind of tough in a new neighborhood, huh? I get by. I lived around here all my life, except once when we were in Brooklyn, but I don't remember that much.
Do you play baseball?
Sure would like to, but all you can do around here is stickball, and that's kid stuff.
Back home, we had a great team. We were the champs one year.
Yeah?
Hey, do you know a guy by the name of Pete Gallupo?
Yeah, big nothing.
Well, that ain't the way I heard it. I heard he was pretty big stuff.
There's a lot of hot air in my book. Look, maybe you don't know the score, but this Gallupo's the leader of a gang. The Red Dogs.
I know.
So? Well, I guess I better shove off. It's a meeting at the club.
What club?
No, over at the church. Hey, why don't you come along? We got a real good bunch of guys.
I don't know.
Pastor Burns is in charge. He's a real all right guy, too. And we got a recreation room all set up. Well, you can see for yourself.
Maybe next time. I think I'll just stick around here for a while.
Okay.
Thanks anyway. Hey, Bill?
Yeah?
Are you a member of a gang?
I used to be. The Red Dogs.
Hey, what are you doing?
Nothing, pal, nothing.
Didn't that cop catch you yet?
Are you kidding? Well, he couldn't do nothing with me even if he did.
I'll bet.
Hey, where'd you say you were from anyway?
Jersey? Why?
Well, get wise, pal. There's only 2 times when you have to worry about the cops. That's when you're caught with the goods or when you're caught in the act. Now you take today, for instance. We just busted a few windows for kicks, but nobody can prove it. You dig? I've been telling some of the gang about you.
You have?
Yeah, how you blew the fuzz, man.
What does that mean?
Getting rid of a cop. Hey, how'd you like to be a Red Dog, huh?
Maybe.
Well, we don't ask everybody, you know. But I think you got the stuff.
Thanks, but I don't know.
Well, what's the matter, man? You chicken?
Try me.
Okay, man, let's go. Meet some of the guys. See, it's Tom Koska, the guy I've been telling you about. This is Buzz, Lefty, Joe, Rick.
All right.
Tom thinks he's big enough to be a Red Dog. We're gonna let him prove it?
Sure. Guess so. Yeah, why not?
Red Dogs is run like a club, see? We got dues, $4 a month. Meetings whenever I call them and a password. Only the initiated members know the password, dig? You gotta wear jackets like this. Gotta buy them yourself.
Sit down. Well, we got a swell bunch of guys here. And nobody pushes us around.
Yeah, you get a real charge out of some of the capers we'd pull.
Hey, you guys remember the time we broke those signals? Ooh, man, you should have seen it. I mean, we had trains stacked up a mile back waiting for those signals.
You remember the time we made zip guns out of car aerials? And we shot them off over in the movies?
And the manager throwing us out for shooting off firecrackers.
How about the time Lefty was lookout in the store we broke into? Some mud comes in and bites him on the leg. He screams, you know, we think it's the signal. We cut out of there like crazy.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Oh, man.
Look, you want to be a member, fine. But Red Dog's got a reputation to keep up. And you're going to have to prove you're big enough.
How?
Pull a stick up, a heist. Anything that takes guts.
You mean rob somebody?
Yeah, that's the idea, pal. You get initiated when you pull a job, alone.
Should be easy for a guy like you. I mean, the cops don't know you.
Well, I'll figure out something.
Yeah, you do that, pal. You do something else, huh? You bring this stuff here, so we really know you pulled a job, you dig? We'll be waiting for you.
Tom, what's the matter with you anyway?
Nothing.
You ain't sick or anything.
I told you it was nothing.
Days you ain't been working, you've been hanging around inside. Mrs. Murphy downstairs told me. It's just not natural for a boy your age. Something must be the matter.
Will you quit worrying, Ma?
I gotta go to the store. I'll be right back. Used to be nothing could keep you in the house. All that baseball you used to play. Of course, it's different here. Say, why don't you go upstairs and see Bill? Maybe you could go to a show or something. vacation. Go back.
Hey, Tom, I've got news. We're going to have a baseball team.
You are? Where?
The pastor's getting it up for the guys in the club.
Hey, that sounds great.
Yeah, and we're going to have a vacant lot to play in. You know, over near that housing project?
You need a good catcher?
Sure do, and a shortstop. That's me. Yeah, I tell you what. I'll take you over there tomorrow, and you can talk to the pastor about joining the club.
It's a deal.
Right, and you know, we're going to have uniforms, too.
Hey, won't that be something? Just like the team we had in Jersey.
Yes, there is a great need. Well, you can rest assured that we'll put it to good use. Right. I certainly will, Mr. Underwood. Right. Goodbye. Thanks again. Hi, Bill.
Pastor, this is Tom Koska.
All right, Tom.
Glad to meet you, sir.
Tom wants to join the club.
Well, I think that can be arranged. Sit down, fellas. Get your card, Tom. Must be in my desk. Here we are. All you have to do to become a member is put your name and address on that card. You play baseball, Tom?
Yes, sir. Catcher.
We can use a good catcher. I suppose Bill's been telling you about the team we're organizing.
Yeah, I'd like to join if I could.
Yeah, this new team's all the guys talk about.
I know it means a lot to them. We have lots of activities here, Tom. Bill, why don't you show him around?
Okay, come on, Tom. I'll give you the deluxe tour.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Drop in any time. Door's always open.
Come on, Tom.
I want to talk to you. Go on, scram.
Who do you think you're giving orders to? Look, you want me to stay, Tom?
I said scram.
Why don't you just try and make me?
It's all right, Bill. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll see you later.
The Red Dogs want to know when you're going to pull a job.
I haven't figured nothing out yet, Pete.
You going to chicken out, huh?
No.
Well, don't try making no sucker out of me. I picked you, see, and I ain't going to be made out wrong.
Yeah, but Pete...
You're nothing but a yellow-livered punk from the sticks.
All right, you'll see. Just wait and see. I'll show you.
You know, I got this plan now, what we can pull now, look.
Who's there?
Tom Koska.
Well, look who's here. Where'd you get it, man?
Never mind where. It was a heist.
Single-handed.
You got 80 bucks here. Pretty good, kid.
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, that's mine.
Take it easy, take it easy. You're one of us now. Whatever you bring in, we keep.
Yeah, but I'm entitled to that. Half of it anyway.
Maybe next time you don't forget who's leader, huh?
Hey, how about our cut now, huh?
Pipe down, I'll tell you when. Come on, everybody out. Scram, move, everybody out. You too.
Look, O'Malley, surely you can't believe that the money was taken by one of my boys. You don't have any such evidence.
I don't think I've been pounding a beat around here all this time with my eyes shut. You've got to remember, the boys in your club are the same kids that live in the neighborhood. And I know what these kids are like.
It could have been done by an outsider. The window was forced open, and the lock to my desk drawer was broken.
That doesn't prove anything. Somebody knew the money was in that particular drawer. Nothing else in the room has been touched. Like the men on robbery detail told you. The best place to start is by questioning all the boys that have been in here.
O'Malley, if I let the police question the boys who come here to church or who belong to my club, well, I'm afraid my boys wouldn't have very much confidence in me.
Reverend, I know what that money meant to you.
My boys mean a lot more to me than that money.
Well, that's the way you want it. But I'll keep my eyes peeled anyway.
Thanks, O'Malley. And thanks for your concern. I appreciate it.
Be seeing you.
Come in. Hello, Bill.
Hi. I came to get the ping pong balls and paddles.
Sure, help yourself.
Pastor, some of the guys have been wondering when we're going to get the ball team started.
Well, looks like we're going to have to wait a while, Bill. We need equipment, and the fact is, I just don't have the money I'd set aside for it.
Oh. I guess some of the guys are going to be pretty disappointed.
Well, tell them not to worry. We'll have our ball team yet.
Yeah. What's the matter? Well, I've been waiting to tell you. We're gonna have to wait to get the baseball team.
How come?
Pastor Burns doesn't have the money for the equipment.
But I thought he had the equipment already.
Now he's gonna buy it. You know, I think somebody snitched that money.
You mean it was robbed?
It's the way I figure it. You see, he was real cagey when he was telling me about it. And then I saw that cop O'Malley coming out of his office.
Well, that doesn't mean anything.
No? First of all, he doesn't have the money, and then he's talking to a cop. Now, that adds up to one thing. Somebody stole the money. Boy, I'd sure like to get my hands on the guy that did it.
Yeah, so would I. I just remembered I gotta get something from the store for Ma. I'll see you later.
here. Hey, you, come here. Where'd you get this money? Maybe you do your talking down the station. Come on.
Please, I'll go with you in a minute. Honest. Take me to see Pastor Burns first.
What for? He won't get you out of this.
I don't expect to get out of it, but that's his money. I was taking it back.
You stole the pastor's money? Why, you...
Please, I want to take it back to him. Then I'll do anything you say.
Well, I guess it couldn't do any harm. But remember, this is no more than a stop-off. Here's your culprit, Reverend. I caught him red-handed.
Tom.
I think all the money's there.
He says he was bringing it to you, if you can believe a story like that.
I was bringing it to you.
I was taking him in, but he kept begging to see you.
Must you take him in, O'Malley? After all, the money has been returned.
But he confessed. You mean you're not going to press charges?
I see no reason to. Leave him with me, O'Malley. I'll be responsible for him.
Well, I guess you know what you're doing. You don't know how lucky you are.
Thanks, O'Malley. Sit down, Tom.
I'm sorry, Pastor. It was a rotten thing to do.
Why did you take it, Tom?
To show the Red Dogs what a great, big, brave guy I am.
And why were you returning the money?
So we could have our baseball team.
That isn't the answer I'd hoped to hear.
I'm trying to be honest, Pastor. I guess that's a laugh coming from me.
No, Tom. Being honest with yourself could be the first step in the right direction.
What do you mean?
Well, let me put it this way. I think that whenever a person is honest with himself, really honest, he has to admit that a lot of the things that he's done in his life have been wrong. In fact, sinful.
I'll be the first to admit that.
But there's a lot more to it than just admitting. We have to be truly sorry for what we've done. And we have to realize to whom we've done it.
I don't follow you, Reverend.
Well, Tom, when you took that money, it was God's commandment you broke. Did you ever hear the commandment, thou shalt not steal? Now, one of the first things that you're going to have to get clear in your mind, Tom, is that whenever we do anything wrong, it's God whom we offend, whether it be lying, cheating, stealing, whatever it is. The laws are His. And when we break those laws, we're answerable to Him.
But I returned the money. Doesn't that make up for what I did?
What do you think?
I don't know.
Well, Tom, do you think that in God's sight, a good deed today can ever make up for a bad deed yesterday?
What do I do then?
Well, that's one of the reasons that I'm in the Christian ministry, Tom, to tell people what to do when they realize that they can't ever make up for the things that they have done against God.
What do you tell them?
That Jesus has made up for them what they themselves could never have made up, that He took their guilt, suffered their punishment, wiped the slate clean as far as their Father in heaven is concerned.
You mean that God is willing to forgive?
When we accept payment, which His Son has made for all of the wrongs that we have ever done, payment which He made when He died on the cross as our substitute, as your substitute, Tom.
It's that easy?
That easy and that hard. I say that hard because whenever a person really accepts God's forgiveness into his heart, he's launched upon a new life, a life of honesty and decency, the kind of life that he knows God expects of him.
How mixed up can guys get?
What guys?
I'm thinking about the Red Dogs.
What about them?
I was just wondering if I could get them, maybe even Pete, to come and have a talk with you.
I suppose you and I make that our special project.
Great.
In the meantime, we've got a baseball team to organize. How about it?
Can I go over to Bill's and pass on the news?
An excellent idea. You run along.
Thanks, Pastor.
This program has been presented by the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod, with congregations throughout the United States and Canada, and is dedicated to the gospel of Jesus Christ, the Son of God and Savior of the world.